Hey everyone, welcome to the channel, welcome to the video, and if you got to this video you're probably looking for a review of a particular shoe. Maybe it's this guy, the Hoka One One Mach. Now, this shoe, the Hoka One One, is a pretty nice shoe. I've been sitting on it for a while. Obviously, it's an older shoe. The reason I'm making this review is basically because this shoe is now on clearance, so you can get it for really, really cheap, and you should definitely take advantage of it if you have the capacity to do so, because this is an everyday lightweight trainer from Hoka that does a great job in pretty much every category down the list. I'll start with the top here. In the upper, you've got this lightweight kind of fabricy upper material. Now, it is a little bit stiff when you first get it, but literally after a run or two, this thing opens up and it's super breathable. It's got these little holes, and you probably can't see that in the video, but it's got these little holes in between going throughout the mesh on the upper. So it adds for extra breathability and extra movability, I guess would be the best word. So you got some more flex when your toes are wiggling for that splay when you're running. So if you have wide feet, this is a great shoe for for those people with wide feet. In particular, I do have wide feet. I wear a honkin' big size. This is a size 13, so yeah, I have big feet. So on to the next category of the upper, we've got the tongue. Now the tongue is padded, so that's kind of a nice feature. It's not extremely padded, but it does the job, and it keeps your foot in place and locked in, and the upper does a good job of doing that as well. In the back here, you've got the heel, nice heel cup, keeps everything stable. You've got a nice little reflective piece in the back so you can see, or cars can see you when you're running in the dark. Obviously, you don't want to get run over when you're running in the early mornings or late at night. Now, going on to the midsole, it's got that ProFly material streamlined across the midsole here, and that kind of gives you a nice balance of cushion and propulsion, which is always good. This is a new thing from Hoka. On the bottom, on the outsole, it's got the R-mat material, and I'll try to get the camera to kind of show you where that is, if I can get my finger in place. You've got the R-mat material on the outside. This is a full rubberized R-mat rubber outsole. It gives you traction control as well as a good cushion for running around. Now, as far as the flexibility of the shoe, I personally think it's flexible. I mean, it can be flexed. Obviously, this is taking a little bit of effort, but the fact that it does that where some shoes do not, I think the shoe is a good category for being flexible myself. Now, the weight on this shoe. This guy's light. Hoka says it's 8.3 ounces in a size 9 men's. I kind of think it's a little lighter. I'm thinking a little bit closer to the 7.9 ounces. At least that's what Running Warehouse says it is. So take it with a grain of salt. It could be anywhere between the 7.9 and 8.3 range. Hoka, again, categorizes this as a neutral stability shoe with responsive ride. So it does have that responsive ride. It's not, they don't consider it a balanced or a plush ride, so they consider this one of their faster shoes. And I agree with that. It is on the upper end of the faster shoes. However, I still would say I wouldn't necessarily wear this for tempo days when you're trying to push maybe under 630s or maybe for 5Ks. You can get away with wearing this. I'm not saying you couldn't. I just prefer a lighter and more responsive shoe than this particular model. It has a variety of colors. I picked up the Caribbean color, and I actually like this color, to be honest. I think it's kind of a cool, unique kind of color mesh. It's almost like a camo look, but not really. Now, when I picked up the Mach, the first thing I noticed was that it felt sort of like the Clayton, and that is because it is really just a continuation of the Clayton model shoe. Now, if you ever ran in the Claytons, one of the things that I noticed in particular was that they were kind of a stiffer shoe compared to other Hoka models. So they give you a little bit more firmness. You feel the road a little bit more versus, say, something like the Bondi or even the Cliftons now. So again, if this is a continuation of the Clayton, I think they're doing a good job because it definitely has that Clayton feel. It's light, it's responsive, and the good thing is it still has that rocker built in. So if you're a heel striker or going down a hill, you're going to hit this heel first, and then you're going to pull forward, and you're going to propel forward and kind of bounce off on the forefoot. And this has the ability to do that because it's got a big, thick, cushioned heel and a thinner up front here on the forefoot to kind of give you that firmer push off when you're getting those faster miles in. Now, me myself, I run with this as a daily trainer shoe. This is my okay, I'm just going to go out for do a few miles and nothing fast, nothing fancy. This is my long run shoe. This is my go-to racehorse shoe. And it's been a pretty good job. This is actually a replacement for the Clifton. I believe I was running in the Clifton 4s, and this is a replacement for that because the Cliftons, to me, just got to be too heavy. And once they start getting extra weight, it didn't feel as good to run in. Maybe for slower days, but because Hoka released this, I was like, okay, I've got another shoe to try. Let's give this one a whirl, and sure enough, it does a great job. I like this shoe. If you can get yours for cheap, definitely pick it up. Like I said, they've got them over at Runner's Warehouse on clearance, so give them a try, and let me know what you think in the comments. And as usual, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm new to this whole YouTube thing, so please go easy on me. I'm just trying to get my bearings here and see how to make these videos and see how they turn out. And hopefully it helps somebody out there who's looking for a shoe. Maybe that's somebody like you who's looking for a size 13 or a size 14 in this particular model. Again, if you have wide feet, a great pick. Again, thanks for watching. Have a good day.